Hello, beloveds, and welcome. Welcome to the daily blessings of holy wisdom. I'm so grateful to be with you. I am Reverend Kirstin Hanson. And this year, we are focused on the year of the blessings. Oh gosh, I can't even begin to explain how much I love talking about this topic. Each day we gather to settle into the presence to hear the quiet whispers of wisdom and to anchor the guidance that unfolds from within. This is a space for recognizing the living presence of spirit, the natural abundance of life, and becoming aware of the blessings that are always and ever present within your life. If you're new, welcome. If you have been walking this path with us, welcome. If this offering supports you, support us in reaching others by subscribing, like, or leaving a comment with your presence. And we're grateful to you. So the call, we've been talking about the call, and will you answer it? So today's topic is, will you answer with your life? You become the living embodiment of God's presence here on earth. God's presence here on earth. To be the living light of God here on earth. Can you feel that power? Can you feel that power in you? That is such a powerful statement. That has the potential to change the world right there. And it will change the world if you answer that call. So, beloveds, before we get started, I am going to pray us in. We just take a moment to give thanks to these words, to this time, to everyone that has stepped forward in answering this call. Those that have stepped forward to hear the words, to become, and recognize that they are the blessing here on earth. They are the living light of God. They are the living light of the Most High. And we know that the words spoken here today are for the highest and best. And so it is. Amen. Okay. Okay. So the call, will you answer it? You are the blessing. Today, I'm asking you, will you answer this call with your life? Now, let me tell you something. My call to ministry was through a death experience in an accident. Changed the entire trajectory of my life. And I got to live in the living light of God for a while as I recovered with my traumatic brain injury. And what I saw and what I know and what I continue to see is that we all, and you don't have to die to do this, but you must die unto what you know. So will you answer with your life as a living yes? And a yes has an excitement and a joy to it, because when you answer this call, you answer it with alacrity. You answer it through the living. You answer it by giving your life. And by giving your life means that you learn to live. You teach yourself, you condition yourself, you train yourself to become the living, loving presence of God, which means that you walk with joy, you walk with peace, you walk with excitement, you walk with enthusiasm, you walk with joyful anticipation. These are not words that we simply take. It's not a vow. Yes, we can take a vow. I'm not saying those are irrelevant, because those are ushering in the words of God. That being said, it matters more every action you take. That was the story of Jesus. Every action you take. That's the story of Mary Magdalene. It's the story of the apostles. Every action you take matters more. It's important that once we have the intimacy inside and we consecrate and we secure the loving presence of God within us. Now, it's always there. It's about securing our awareness onto it as a conditioning. Then you begin to answer with right alignment, with right choices that are aligned, with a life that is lived with awareness. Doesn't mean you're holier than now. You're going to become more human than you ever knew you were. But you're going to be okay with that. You're actually humbled by your humanness, recognizing that that is the blessing. See, God knows we're human. The universal whole, the great universal law, the loving presence of the universe knows our humanness. And it's okay because that's the loving presence. This is where simply you being who you are is so important, and recognizing that who you are is so important. And your willingness to let this truth, the sincerity of you, the sincerity of your love of God move through you as an action, as a living, breathing action. Jesus was very action oriented. He was very contemplative, but he was also very action oriented. And he trained his people to be action oriented because, see, Jesus was simply the Son of God. He wasn't God. He was simply the Son of God. And we all are the daughters and sons and theys of God. We all have access to that. So the key here is to allow yourself, this is the action, to align with the expression. To align with the expression of God through you. So today, let your life be the response. Let your life be the yes. Let simplicity guide you. It's simple. Allow ease and flow, and let the alignment express naturally. Okay, beloveds, may your living be a blessing, and may your presence speak clearly and quietly.